This video shows how to change a serpentine belt on a 2.8 litre diesel Jeep Wrangler. Mine's a 2012 model. I've got problems with belt noise. I tried the trick of spraying water onto the belt and the noise went away, so it's almost certainly the belt. I had a look on the internet and I couldn't find any information on how to change the belt, which is why I'm making one. I'm extremely grateful for all the people who put videos like this on the internet and have saved me masses of time in the past. This is the serpentine belt, and there is poor access to work on the belt. Just enough access can be created if you remove the air filter. To do this, first remove the air pipe between the air filter and the engine. Then remove the top of the air filter box by disengaging the 4 clips. Carefully remove the air filter and store it in a clean, dry place. Avoid getting oil and contaminants on the air filter. The bottom of the box pulls out. Get your hand under it and pop the connectors by pulling up until it pops out. It's held by 3 push-in connectors. There's no trick to this, it is just wiggling it and pulling it out. Then draw your belt routing. Note the back of the belt passes over the smooth pulleys and the inside groove section passes over the grooved pulleys. There is limited visibility access and a torch is required. A 15mm spanner is required to rotate the tensioner pulley to allow the belt to be removed. I didn't have a spanner with a large enough lever, so I just managed to get a 15mm socket with an extender onto this. Rotate the spanner clockwise, i.e. from the air filter to the center line of the engine, to create slack in the belt. There's a protector plate behind the fan that will stop you from removing the old belt and putting the new one in. To get access, I removed one of the bolts and loosened the other. You require a 13mm spanner for this. This will then allow you to remove the belt. I tried to clean the pulley surfaces with dishwashing soap and water and a toothbrush. Owing to poor access, this was ineffective. Do a dimensional check on the old and new belt by holding them and stretching them out, just to ensure that you don't have the wrong belt. It's obviously better to find out now than after you've dicked around trying to put the wrong one back in again. Once the new belt is threaded, replace the protector plate, thread the belt around the pulleys other than the alternator pulley. Rotate the tensioner. It's very helpful to have both hands for locating the belt. I didn't have an extra body, so I used a rope system to get mine across, but an extra pair of hands would be quite helpful. You can also stand with your right foot on the bumper, your left foot where the air filter was, and push with your knee. I tried that as well, but that wasn't quite as effective. The alternator has the smallest diameter pulley, so take this one last. You've also got reasonable access to this. You may have to welly the water reservoir a little bit forwards to get the belt through. If the belt is correctly threaded, there is enough slack to get it easily located onto the alternator. If it's not correctly threaded or the belt is hung up on the rim of one of the grooved pulleys, you won't be able to get it, and then you need to check your routing again. Lower the tensioner back down, remove all the tools and check in the engine bay that you haven't left anything. Check the belt appears correct and has no slack in it. Start the engine, check all seems to be okay. Assuming it is, stop the engine, replace the air filter, and then go out and impress the ladies.